Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's just Joshua, aka the guy saving himself for marriage, and the guy that's played MMO so long the only drop he hasn't gotten is a female's pants. Anyways, today we're going to be focusing on my progress towards 60 from primarily life skilling. I did quest up till about Amrite, and everything else after like level 11 has been all trade skills. As you can see here, I am well, if it will click. I got 200 mining, 200 tracking, skinning, 200 harvesting, working on logging at the moment, bunch of other random stuff, and I've gotten a lot of XP after 200 in these three. They make me the most money, and that's going to be our primary focus today is power leveling with massive profit, with profit being the focus. Anyways, we're going to be starting in Everfall, or, well, we're going to be doing the entire thing in Everfall, and primarily in this little region right here, where this first little brown area is. If you watched my last video, it was a logging video, basically using level 1 trees to get rare resources and greenwood and aged wood off of the level 25 mature trees, as well as a little bit of iron and life blooms in it. Well, we're essentially going to be doing the same thing with the iron and the life blooms around the almost the same path. However, our focus is going to be boulders. Now, with boulders, they currently aren't going for much. You get stone from boulders. Every boulder gives you between like 20 and 30 stone, roughly. And, gotta remove that space. And they're only going for about zero point 0.1 each. However, that adds up to about 2 to 3 gold per boulder. And in the density that the boulders are, plus at the speed you mine them, it's not bad money itself. It's like almost 1,500 to 2,500 gold per hour off a stone alone. However, what we are going for is we are going for the sliver of adder stones. Now, both of these are mine. I just crashed the market, but as you can see, they're going for about 800 each, and they steadily sell. However, they are used to craft bags to guarantee the extra pockets, which is the most valuable thing you should have on your bag. All of my bags have extra pockets, and extra pockets bags sell for about 3 times what every other bag without extra pockets sells for. So you can actually use these slivers to guarantee that when crafting them, which basically makes it very valuable to crafters and huge profit if you are a crafter and you're using these instead of selling them to craft bags and then sell the bags. So these are what we're going to be going for. And in order to get those, we just primarily smack boulders. That's where they come from. And the main part is luck. So I have strength on all my gear, and then I have the miner set. The miner set guarantees strength, which is the mining stat, and it also guarantees reinforced mining luck. I have that on all 5 pieces. They're all mining luck and strength. I also have mining luck on my necklace. I couldn't get strength on it, unfortunately, yet. It's too early game, but I do have strength on my 2 other accessories. And then I have extra pockets on all of my bags, as well as I have lumberjacks and tanner, so I don't have mining on them at the moment. But I also have mining luck on my pickaxe. On top of that, we're going to be stacking mining luck with potatoes. You can go higher than this, but these are the most cost-efficient ones on the market for me at the moment. Weak proficiency boosters. These are a must for any time you're gathering. They're going for fractions of a gold on the market right now, like 0.01, because people are using these at power level engineering. And they're 5% extra resources. There's no reason not to use them. There's stronger ones. However, they are much more expensive. You can just keep using these for essentially free. And then I'm also using strength food because with my level and stuff, I am not high enough strength without the food. This is currently with the buffs on because I was making a video before this and New World crashed because the war started and the server lagged out and game is good. Anyways, from the trade post in Everfall, we're just going to go up here past the war board, past the town boards, and we're going to go down this set of stairs. We're going to go essentially the same path we did when we were logging, except this time we are going to be mining. And let me make sure my boosters are all topped off. Okay, I got 12 minutes on one food, 7 minutes on the other food. And when you're coming down through here, there's a life bloom that spawns right here. And then the other life bloom we just seen right there in my crosshairs. That one's there, but this is what we're basically going to be focusing on. We're going to be focusing on these boulders right here. And when you have 300 strength, you have a 1 in 4 chance to instant mine a boulder, or any rock in general, as you just seen there. It was an instant mine. And real quick, for those of you who don't know what all the buffs are from 300 strength when it comes to mining, you get a 25% chance to mine an ore with a single swing. You get 10% extra yield, 10% extra mining speed, 10% reduction in weight of mined items, and you also get 20 encumbrance, more weight, and then an extra 10% mining speed. So you get a lot of mining speed and all kinds of other perks, plus the chance to one hit, and it's just really good. So this is what we're going to be working on. We're going to be working on these boulders, hitting the life blooms in between, and if you loot a bush or flint, it doesn't matter. I do it anyways, and I keep it in my inventory. I just spam E on everything just to, be the most efficient and fast as possible. So if you accidentally pick up a bush or whatever, it doesn't matter. Just keep it and sell it. But this is what we're going to be doing, and you can see it just saved me a ton of time on that big boulder. That, even at my 200 mining with star metal tools, that's still like a 7 swing rock. So the fact that I just instant mine that saved me a lot of time. And as you can see, we just came out here. We already got 500 stone, so that alone is 50 gold. And we haven't even gotten any rare materials yet. Also, all of these rocks are actually what I did all the way to 200 mining. There is some faster ways, however, they are not as profitable. So it really depends on what you're going for. If you want pure mining XP, I suggest getting a mining XP tool and doing something like bears, that lodestone bears or something like that that allow you to mine them. And that gives you mining XP and all kinds of stuff that's really good. However, I prefer this for profit. And so when we come down here, you're going to keep mining those boulders that I was heading for, but if this iron is up, I highly suggest doing it. Oh, I just instant mine both of those rocks. Now you get to see how nice that really is, and we can come over here and immediately just start gathering boulders. When it comes down to this luck set, though, with the iron and rocks, it's really nice because you can get void metal, fey iron, lots of gems. You can make a lot of money off of iron. Plus, iron's used in pretty much every recipe when it comes to crafting. So there's a lot of value to it, and people will always buy it for a lot. Even now, even with the market being flooded, they're still going for over half a gold each per ore. And we can mine all these iron. You could hit these earths right there, but this guy's going for my iron over here, so I'm going to hurry up and snag this iron before it gets jacked. Here's another iron, and then I'll show you guys where the last iron is, and those are the 3 irons that are in our path. Well, 3 spots of iron. There's technically, what is 7 rocks of iron in our path, so that's what we hit them whenever we see them. Okay, so there's fey iron and some gems for you guys to see. And then the last bit of iron's right down here where those rocks are. They're not spawned yet. So we're just going to go and mine all these boulders. The density of the boulders is what really matters. And that's where you make a lot of your money. I'm hoping I'm gonna film most of this run so you guys can see my entire like rotation slash area. I don't really have a strict rotation because rotation is gonna vary depending on other people mining, iron spawn, stuff like that. You're always gonna want to prioritize the higher money, or at least I do. Which iron and the other herbs and stuff like that. But I'll show you the general area, and then if you want to make a strict rotation, feel free. I change it up a lot too, just to kind of keep it fresh because I do grind a lot and it does become rather monotonous. But what I'm hoping for here is that I can proc some of the rare materials, specifically the Adderstone. Now, from the runs I did yesterday, I got 30 Adderstone with this current setup in 23 runs. So it averaged out to be about 1.5 Adderstone per run. And at 500 to 800 gold each, that's about 800 gold in Adderstone, and then about 4,000 stone per run with my current weight setup. Ends up being like right around 400 gold. And then the iron and gems I ended up getting about 500 iron a run, a couple gems, and some other rare materials and life motes. Essentially, one of these runs takes me about 15 minutes to fill my inventory with weight, and I make a little over 2,000 gold in the process with everything combined. Uh, with that being said, from like 190 to 200, I also get about a level and a half per inventory, and before that, you're getting multiple levels per inventory, so the XP is still really good. Okay, my food's about to fall off, so I'm re-upping that real quick. Got to make sure you keep your buffs up at all times too. Speaking of, I'm telling you that, and I don't even have my proficiency booster on. Oh yeah, I did. It was at the end. Um, but you want to keep your buffs up at all times to maximize profit. Get these earth spines. These ones give earth motes and some rare flowers sometimes. If you get the T4 flowers, it's quite a bit of money. And then we cycle back over here and do these boulders, run up there, hit those ones, and you could just kind of keep doing this in any order. If people are mining these ones up here, which it looks like, oh no, they're okay, they're just in a different area. They're over to the right a little bit. But if they're mining those, you could just cycle back around from the way we came, and some of them should be respawning already. Sometimes people do come out of Everfall and do the same method, or like just hit them along the way of doing something else. So if there's competition, adjust accordingly. But the spawns are so fast that you can stay in this area without issue and keep mining. Now, as you guys seen, I just got that sliver of adamant. Adamant, if you here, I'll actually open it up and see. It's durability, which in my opinion is like the worst stat to have on pretty much anything. You get so many repair parts and gold so easy to make in this game that durability can be better spent with like Azoth or Chance or literally any other stat. So I personally haven't sold a single one of those. They're basically useless weight, but I stockpile them anyways just in case there's a change in the future. So that's not the one we want. Almost 2,000 stone. We got this Bomba Clot. Wow. Look at you, bud. Bomba Clot. Nice. Ooh, he's a duelist. Fancy. Oh, come back here, George Washington. My man's celebrating Columbus Day. And I turned my PvP off because since this is a low level area, there's just like a ton of low levels, but like for some reason they'll still like musket me from forever away and just be a nuisance, and like I'm like, why when I can one shot you and you do no damage to me, but they still choose to be annoying anyway, so I just turned PvP off for the moment. If it was a higher level zone, I actually enjoy PvP while life skilling, but that's not the case out here. Oh, iron just spawned as soon as this boulder is done. Oh, no, you nerd. Ah! I should have PvP on right now because I steal that dude's rock. It's alright, I'll get this one and the other one before he finishes. And then we'll go down to these boulders right here. And you guys can kind of sense, my rotation. Here's the iron that I was talking about down here. We're actually going to skip these boulders for the iron just because of profit. And then we'll hit these boulders going back up. Small quartz crystal, not really worth anything. That is one of the rare drop tables though. I don't think I'm going to run over there. It's kind of too far out of the way. While I'm running, I'm going to boost back up on strength food. I kind of want to get one of these adder stones just so you guys can see that they do drop. Like I said, though, they are They are fairly rare. Even with my stacked luck, it's still like 1 to 1.5 per inventory, so. And sometimes I'll go 2 or 3 inventories without getting any, and then some inventories I'll get 4. So like I said, that was the average for me over 23 inventories. Do not be surprised if you go an inventory or 2 without them and then get multiples in an inventory. It does happen. They are very rare drop. That's why they are 800 gold each. As you guys can see though, like the amount of stone that I mine and the density of the rocks, it just allows me to basically just keep building gold. Like that's essentially the equivalent of like almost 4 gold, 3 gold, and you just keep doing that through all these boulders, and it just racks up quick. Like I said, the numbers are small when it comes to per sale, but it does work. However, you can also use these stones to craft stone bricks and stone blocks. Those level your stone cutting, which allows you to craft better gems, and it also allows you, once you're 200, you get a item that is on a cooldown. Crafting that item puts you on a cooldown, and you cannot craft it again until that cooldown is done. That means people will always overpay above the material cost just because it's a cooldown, and the high level. Okay, there's the sliver of Adderstone. Here's proof that it does drop. Here's the extra pockets, 800 gold right there. Here's, a little over half gold each. That's 250 gold. These are 1 gold each. These are about 20 gold each. This is about zero point 0.1 each, so that's 300 gold. 250 gold, that's 550. Let's round that to 600, 1400 because of this 800. So that's already, we made 1400 gold in just this short video. And that's just proof that it does exist. So I'm not gonna make you guys watch me finish the inventory. I already gave you my averages. There's really nothing else to see now that I've proved the slivers do drop. And if you have any other questions, just feel free to drop them in the comments. If there's anything that you don't understand about the game, something you want to see, some kind of gathering route that you need help with or whatever, feel free to drop it in the comments, sorry, or contact me directly on Discord. There's multiple options, and you could see somebody just spent all that money on buying 2200 stones. So the stone does sell. That's proof right there. And like I was saying, you can level your stone cutting up because those daily reset items are used for all the high level 200 legendary gear. So people will be overpaying just because they want the gear, but without waiting an entire month off of doing their own resets. So that that pretty much concludes everything. If you guys have any other questions, like I said, drop them in the comments, and I'll be doing more runs. Be doing other logging, a little bit of extra mining. People have asked for an iron route, so I'll do a pure iron route, and I'll be doing some harvesting soon as well. So take care. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the flip side.